insist.
If you insist.
What is going on, guys? Tokyo here with a brand new weapon review. Today we got the Traveler's Chosen sidearm. If you haven't watched my video on how to get it, link is below. We're gonna pair it today with the Mechaneers Tricksleeves, which is the Hunter class sidearm specific exotic armor piece. The Traveler's Chosen sidearm comes with Gift of the Traveler. Each stack of Gathering Light improves this gun's target acquisition. Short action stock for increased handling speed. The intrinsic trait on this weapon comes with Final Blows with this weapon grant stacks of Gathering Light. Hold reload to consume those stacks, granting melee, grenade, and class ability energy based on the number of stacks. That is a very interesting perk right there, guys, because that's gonna make it so that you get a kill, you can get your melee and your grenade energy back very quickly. We're gonna dive into that. We're gonna pair that with the Mechaneers Tricksleeves. These increase sidearm ready and reload speed, and when you're critically wounded, if you swap to your sidearm, it gives you a buff in damage. So we're gonna go ahead and dive in now into some a private match to show you guys just the base stats and how this all plays out. So here we have my buddy Panda, who's gonna offer his body for science. So 4 headshots, 51 crit shots each. It's a 0.6 second time to kill to 1 second body shot to kill, which is pretty respectable. But if we throw on the Mechaneers Tricksleeves with its perk, which gives us the bonus damage on swap to sidearm once damage, I'll have him body shot me with a sniper. If I quickly swap here, that's 3 shots. And I'm firing kind of slow for some dumb reason, but with a 0.4 second optimal time to kill with the Mechaneers Tricksleeves. All right, guys, so we're gonna throw our melee, our grenade here, and we're gonna show you on ×3 Gathering Light. We hold our reload here. We're gonna get 50% of our energy back here, so that's pretty significant. I'm gonna have Panda here actually body shot me again, but I'm not gonna immediately swap back to my my sidearm. So we're gonna have a little bit of delay here, and doing that, it's gonna see what time frame you have to actually swap back and forth to go ahead and get back your Tricksleeves perk, and it's very short, guys. So if you get body shotted, if you're low on health, you're gonna have to swap very quickly or just be back on it right away. So now we're gonna go ahead and show you guys the ×6 now. So we're gonna go ahead and kill Panda real quick, find him again. Boom, 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 boom. Thank you, Panda. We go back here, throw our melee, throw our grenade, and we're gonna show you guys now how much that gives you back your energy. So we're gonna throw those two, and then we're gonna hold our reload. And as you can see, over 75% of our energy comes back. Now we're gonna do ×9s. That's 3 kills in Crucible. Look at this wall now. We're gonna throw our grenade energy and our melee and show you guys that pretty much doing this will give you back your melee and your grenade energy completely back, which is incredible. So, I mean, you can really be a lockdown player if you have this loadout. All right, now that's well and dandy in a controlled setting like that, but what happens if we go in the Crucible? What happens in the chaos that is 6s? What happens when you're in the middle of a sweaty match in Trials or Comp? So I went into some Iron Banner with the boys and ladies, and we ran some Iron Banner games together. I used the Traveler's Chosen with a beloved sniper rifle for the majority of my games here, and I would say that this gun works fairly well as a primary weapon. There's definitely a lot of times where I'm using it and getting outgunned at range, ARs or hand cannons, but in that close to mid range, it's definitely viable. I found myself enjoying being able to get my abilities really back very quickly and just controlling zones more than I probably would have normally been able to. Playing as a hunter, I had the benefits of having the jumping around, and with a sidearm that comes in very, very handy. But yeah, once again, right here, I get my abilities back, about 50%. Lets me just, control these choke points on Pantheon, Convergence very well. And, it just makes playing as a support role, if that's what you're into, like a lot of fun. If you like playing as a top tree warlock or anything that requires, you know, use of your abilities a lot more, you know, this is a great playstyle to have, great weapon to use. I played as a top tree hunter, gunslinger. I love having the explosive knives. I love the utility that they provide. And I just found that it was a very fun way to play. It's very different than any other loadout that I've used for some time. And I really, you know, encourage you guys to grind, get this weapon, try it out, and, you know, see for yourself in how you play in all different playlists, you know, like what works and what doesn't work. And I'd be interested to hear what you guys are doing down in the comments below. You know, we play a lot of different maps, short range, long range. As I mentioned, the short range maps, it worked a lot better. The big maps, you just get outgunned. It's hard to get into those distances that you need. If you notice in all of my gameplay here with the 6s and Iron Banner, I never had the chance really to proc the my trick sleeves, because, you know, I'm using this gun as a primary. And I mean, if you're a really cerebral player, if you have that you know, mental, like in the moment, you know, train of thought that, oh shoot, I should probably swap my weapon out and proc it to get that bonus damage, like, you might love this combo. But for me, I found myself just constantly just like, it was basically an exotic armor piece that was unused. Maybe using a primary might be a nice way to use this, and really focus in on this sidearm as a true secondary instead of as a primary weapon that I was using here. You know, I found myself, when we got this thing procced, when we got this thing up to ×9, times 6, ×9, you really get that target acquisition buff. Even on mouse and keyboard, I mean, it's significant. You really feel it. You feel that reticle being pulled, and its ease of use increases significantly. I can only imagine on a controller, if you're a really good controller player, how strong this could be in your hands. You know, this with a controller player using a sniper could be really amazing combination. I think in any playlist. So, and that's trials and comp included. So if you're a controller player, I highly recommend giving it a shot. I think sidearms have always been pretty strong on the sticks, but this one, I think, as the quote best, in my opinion, best sidearm there is, will only enhance your abilities more. Got the ×10. I mean, it just locks on the people's heads, guys. I mean, it makes it so easy to just get basic close range kills. I mean, as long as you're outside of shotgun range, like, you're gonna dominate with this weapon. What I found kind of interesting about this gun was, like, the more I used it, the more I actually had to sort of anticipate where the opponent was gonna be. I found myself almost leading targets, as you would with a pulse rifle, and I started having a lot more success with it. I don't know what the reason is for that. It was just my observations while using it. As I said, guys, I mean, this gun is pretty good. I had a lot of fun playing Iron Banner with it. I mean, for like control maps, zone control, just positioning, putting your team in a better position to move past like a choke point. I mean, this combination comes in very handy. Just getting the kill, getting your melee and your grenade back a lot faster, and you know, just contributing to your team's overall effort was just a ton of fun. I could see this with the right stat crew of teams, you know, just, you know, having nonstop grenade and melee energy and just causing absolute mayhem. It sounds like a ton of fun, actually. All right, guys, so I did go into some Rumble here to find out whether or not this could work there with the Mechaneers Tricksleeves perk active. So I grabbed my Gnawing Hunger. I was going for a dual primary type loadout. My Gnawing Hunger as Demolitionist. The idea was I'd get my grenade energy back really fast. And so tried it out, and, you know, the results sort of confirmed what I thought would happen. And that was, you know, you can have your primary weapon out, and you could try to swap to it as soon as you were damaged enough. But the problem is, by the time you're already that hurt, I mean, it's so easy to kill you, and trying to swap to a different gun and then, you know, get that damage buff to proc, it's very difficult to time it right. So, you know, I think the problem with this, with the Mechaneers Tricksleeves is just that, you know, I think for it to be viable, you have to make it so that a person can use it as, you know, not have to swap to it. They can just have it out. If they're damaged, maybe that's when it procs or something. I don't know maybe what the correct way to go about it is, but I mean, there's multiple times in this game where I'm trying to let the other guy damage me. Like, I'm just standing there going back and forth, just trying to do anything I could to get my damage low, get my shields low enough, get my health low enough so that the the trait would proc, and I just never could quite time it so that I could not only get, I was damaged, but I was also in a position where I could take advantage of that damage buff and, you know, really, I mean, here's a good example, guys. Like, this Titan, like, I'm trying, but please shoot me, please, please. Okay, just bag the ground, sure. And then this other guy, you know, I'm like thinking he's gonna ate me, so I don't like quite, you know, pull the trigger. He starts shooting me the primary. I get damaged. By the time I do that, swap over to my sidearm, I have no chance to actually utilize the Tricksleeves and get the kill. So, I mean, it's definitely doable. I'm not saying if you're a good player, I mean, obviously you're gonna be good with any weapon. I think if you're a regular Joe like me, who just like to sweat it out in 6s and the occasional trials, this is definitely it's interesting and fun gun to play in any playlist. I would just say that the armor that you want to use is going to be, you know, continue to be, you know, Wormhusk or the Stompies or, you know, Dragon Shadow if you're playing to that kind of style as well. So, which is really too bad. I was really hoping that this would be like a great, you know, pairing. It makes sense. I mean, like I said in the title of the stream, like, it's common sense, right? It's the sidearm exotic. It should freaking work with it, but unfortunately, it didn't work out that way. Ball out with this thing. Like I said, the hipfire grip was really good. I wish you could like put a mod on exotic weapons, because I mean, a freehand grip on this would be pretty nutty, you know, Icarus as well. But like I said, the midair was pretty good, so that wasn't like the primary concern, but you know, freehand grip would be nutty on this one. You know, this gun was probably in the grand scheme of things, I'd rate as a B+ tier weapon, and you know, that's a big vote of confidence for a sidearm, I think. You know, compared to your normal sidearms and auto rifles, which dominate Crucible, this just elevates so many other playstyles, and I think makes Crucible a lot more interesting place. But guys, thank you so much for watching the video. I appreciate your time. Hope this video was helpful to you. If you liked the video, I'd appreciate you subscribing or hitting that like button, and let me know in the comments what you think, and I'll catch you on the next video. Bye.